Hello and welcome to Bonsai Calmness. Today's video will be very interesting because I am repotting one of my birch trees here, and I don't know what's going on with the roots. It's been 2 years since I repotted it, so let's just see what's happening here with this beautiful tree. This is indeed very exciting because this was an experiment. Yeah, there's roots in the bottom here. So I'll just see if I can get my scissors under. I knew it would be difficult. I wanted the roots to go down to some soil. Because I want to thicken up the trunk as much as possible. And I don't have the space to get it in the ground. So this is like getting it in the ground a little bit. This is 100% organic soil. Just a regular garden compost. My idea for this year is to get some wires up through the holes in the bottom here and fill in bonsai soil and let the tree stay in this bucket for 1 more year before I find a wooden box or anything like that, which will be only about 10 centimeters high. So I just want to thicken up the tree as much as possible this year. But I think I will have to get some of all this soil out, or I will never get the wires up through the bottom here. There's also a lot of roots in here, so you can see it's actually working. The roots are seeking down in the ground here, if you can call it that. My bucket ground. They have to be pretty long. Just get a couple of wires. see if I can succeed. It feels like I'm pushing the screen and just trying to hold it back here. You can see the leca here. Then I actually just have to get the soil back. Doesn't have to be pretty or anything, because it's only a tree in training. I will not put all the soil in because I will put a layer of bonsai soil in here. It's about 10 centimeters, and then the roots still can seek down in this compost. I am seriously making a big mess here. It has to be messy before it gets good. Let me see if I can get this tree out. Was there one more wire or what? No. What a pretty washing tub. It served its purpose. Wow. actually not that root bound. I thought it would be more crazy because they grow like weed. But I'm thinking that I could reuse all this pumice here for one of my smaller trees. That's the good thing about pumice, it don't break down like the academia does. I have this. I know I will get a tree in this pot in this spring also, so I can just use this as drainage. And save a little bit of money. That's actually enough for the other pot I also have, so nice. It's amazing how fast the trees get moss naturally. I never do anything with moss to get moss on my trees or anything like that, and still you have all this fine moss here. I remove it several times in a season. I'm just using the chopstick because I'm close to the surface roots here, and I don't want to damage them with this root rake. Maybe it's today I will use my very new brush. Think it's better to use that on these roots than the toothbrush. It's too small for that. Do have one funny crossing root here. Don't want that. It's hard to believe that when I started this tree, it was no thicker than this root here. And that was 6 years ago. And now look. And if I have had this tree in the ground, it would be at least twice as thick, if not more. just try and come in with my brush and clean up this. I want to see how it works. Oh man, that's awesome. So much more power in this than the toothbrush. Wow, nice. I just cleaned up the rest of the moss and the trunk. Looks pretty nice. Just try and spin it around so you can see the surface roots starting to be a pretty great tree. I'll just take a little bit of the bottom here. Not a lot, because I actually want a lot of roots, so it will be very vigorous this season. So that's actually it, and I can reuse this old soil also. It's one of the wires. And there was a thick root. You don't want those. There's actually not a lot of thick roots. It's mostly fine roots. Which is good. I don't think I will do much more, because I really want the roots to go fast into the organic soil and take up as much nutrients as possible. So I'll just put some of this old soil here back into the bucket. This is a beast of a pot. I'll just put some soil in. and just squeeze it down. Like that. It's pretty secure. So I'll just fill in some soil. It's a great thing that not all of my pots is this big. It would be pretty expensive in soil. Got some roots here I can put down to the soil. I'm not trying to hide the surface roots. I really like to see them. I use the thicker end. It's a little bit windy today, more cold than the other day. But we should get sunshine on Friday again. And it's Tuesday today. I really hope so, because I can see that I have some other trees budding out. So this is a great idea to do this if you, like me, don't have a lot of space to put your trees into the ground. It's a good alternative to make a semi-ground like this. That's it. And I made this as the front, so I don't have to look at that. Oh man, this will be so exciting. I'll just try to show you the tree in full. So that's how it looks. You can see it's starting to bud out, which is nice. So this bud here will be the new leader, and this leader here, I'll just let that grow all it can for the most of the season. And after the season, you can see that the trunk has thickened up. They are so fast growing, so you can actually see it from season to season, how fast they grow. When you do like this, or you have it in the ground. So very exciting. Now it just needs some water. So heavy. I just love birch trees. They are so unique, especially when they are getting their white bark. And I can't wait. I can see actually this is also starting to turn here. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching Bonsai Calmness, and I just wish you a happy bonsai journey.